One of the best things about summer when you're a kid is obviously summer vacation. 1 month, 2 months, even 3 months away from school, depending on where you go to school. 3 beautiful, glorious months. But then you enter the workforce, and all of a sudden, vacation looks quite different. When you enter the workforce, you're given a certain amount of days off normally. Now, this changes depending on which country you're in and also the type of job that you have. Obviously, today we're talking about the United States. And I don't know if this surprises you or not, but in the United States, you don't get a lot of vacation time. In fact, the United States has no federal law that says employees must have access to vacation days, meaning legally, the federal government, which is the government that governs the entire country, which is apart from state governments, the federal government says it is not required that employees have vacation time. In the United States, it's very uncommon for people to take long vacations, and for some people, especially low wage workers, people that don't get paid a lot of money, and of course, part time employees, people that work under the minimum hours, which I believe is around 40 hours to be a full time employee, to be considered full time. Again, this might differ by each state because each state also not only is governed by the federal government but also their local and state governments. Now, those jobs, part time, low wage jobs, it's not uncommon that they have zero vacation days a year. Now, when I say vacation day, what does that mean? Does that mean you just get a day off or whatever it might be, something like that? You get a day off to do what you feel like? Yes, but also you still get paid. Even though you're not working, you're getting paid as if you were at the office or as if you were still working at whatever the job might be. That is considered a vacation day. This is different from a sick day where you normally need to have a doctor's note showing that you really are sick, something like that. You need to show the reason why you're not there. Vacation days, no, no, no. It's whatever you want to do. Can you guess the average amount of days? The average amount of days per year, every 365 days. How many days on average Americans have for vacation, to take vacation? Go ahead and guess. I'll tell you the answer. 10. 10 vacation days. That's not very many, right? That's not very many. Out of all those working days, you have access to 10 days to take off whenever you would like. Now, of course, there's also holidays that are national holidays that you have off, and some state holidays, maybe. But national holidays, I'm talking big holidays. We're talking days like the 4th of July or Christmas Day, not Christmas Eve. When I was in the United States, I worked Christmas Eve. Christmas Day off. Easter depends. It's normally Easter Sunday. Maybe you might have that Monday off. Days like Labor Day, which is the day that is for all the people that work jobs, are normally off. Memorial Day, holidays like that. Big, big holidays, you probably get off. In total, it's not very many, maybe 15 or 16 days, including the 10 paid vacation days that you get to take, that you have the ability to take to go on vacation. Realistically, it's not very much when you look at other countries around the world. When you look at other countries around the world, you realize that the United States has very, very few vacation days. For example, across Europe, the minimum is about 20 days, and some countries have even up to 30 days of vacation, including France and Germany. Now, in Latin America, in South America, look at Brazil. Brazil also has 30 days. And a country that's similar to the United States is Japan. also known for having a very, very rigorous, very strong work culture, 10 days. But at most places, the more time you work, the more days off you get. So, in turn, normally you end up with around 20 days of vacation. Now, it's important to note that in the United States and across many countries, you need to work in order to earn vacation days. For example, my mom and I were talking about vacation days, and she explained when she started working for the state government, she had to work months and months and months without being able to take a vacation day. I believe she had to work 6 months before she had access to even one vacation day. By the end, since she worked at the government, she had access to more than 10 vacation days a year. However, it took her years of working for the government to be able to earn that. It's not normal. It's not when she first started. Definitely not. So you need to work a certain amount of time to be even able to take one vacation day in the United States. Normally, you might have to work months to earn 2 or 3 vacation days. Now, why does the United States have less vacation days than everywhere else? Well, a lot of it comes from the mindset. Work hard, and you will be successful. Because of that American work culture, many people don't even take all their vacation days a year to show, to demonstrate to the company wherever they're working that I'm a good worker. I don't even need vacation days. I'll keep working. Vacation days? Why? I'm going to grind it out and I'm going to move up in the company. So a lot of it comes from that mindset, as well as the mindset of the owners of the businesses that think less vacation days equals more productivity. We will be able to produce more, to create more, and of course, make more money. However, we know that's not actually true. There's been studies that have shown that workers that take more vacation days are happier, healthier, physically and mentally, and even more productive at their job. Having time away from your job means time for your hobbies, things you want to do, spend time with your friends and family. It's really important to disconnect, to not worry about your job, because if you're working every day, 5 days a week throughout the year, the stress starts to build, which can lead to burnout, where you're not productive because you can't focus, you're not motivated, and at the end, you end up doing a worse job. So, taking vacation days, although the American mindset is work, 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 and the owners are saying work, 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 having some time off will lead to more productivity in the company. Another reason why people don't take vacation days in the United States is they're worried about job security. They're worried that if they're seen as lazy, if they're not seen as a great worker, well, the boss is going to fire them. They're going to say, bye bye. We can find someone that's going to work harder than you. Job security is very important, and people would rather skip vacation days than lose their job. But that's why the problem is there's no federal law guaranteeing vacation days. There's no government law that says workers have the right to this many vacation days. To me, it feels like that's a big issue where people feel like they can't take time off for themselves, to travel, to spend time with their families, things like that. I feel like the problem is in the United States, you live to work. You're alive so that you can work and produce. Whereas Europe, the idea is different. And here in Spain, people work to live. They work to make money, to eat, to pay the rent, to live in an apartment or a house, and to provide for their family. But they live for themselves. They live for the people around them, for their passions, not for their job. The work life balance here in Spain and in Europe, I think, is much healthier than in the United States. And in fact, many places are completely closed all throughout August. Many people take an entire month of vacation in August, and if you come to Madrid in August, you should expect that a lot of stores and restaurants are closed for the month. the city is nearly empty because all the people in Madrid go on vacation. They go to the beach, they go up north, they go wherever they feel like, and they love it. Of course, it's a little difficult to get back to work in September, but they have better mental health and they feel better and they feel more motivated and they're able to be just as productive when they get back to the office. I think that the work life balance here in Europe is much healthier. Although the salaries are lower in most countries of Europe compared to the United States, you have time to spend the money you make and enjoy it. Because all that money that you make, you can't take it to the grave. There's nothing to buy when you're dead. It's better to spend it with your family, with your friends, to enjoy, to build a nice life that also you get to enjoy. If you have a nice house and you have a family, but you're always working and you don't get to spend time with them and you don't get to enjoy it and you don't get to mm, just enjoy the life that you worked hard for, was it worth it? What do you think? Do you think Americans should get more vacation time? How much vacation time do you guys get on average in your country? Put it in the comments below. Answer those questions below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep getting more input from these videos. And please share this video with anyone else learning English or anyone that's interested about American culture. All right, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.